So here I am again, wandering around the Philippines, where I've been living for over a year now. And let me tell you something, you may want to sit down for this. Philippine malls are an entirely different breed. They're not just better than what you find in the US, they're light years ahead. I mean, what's going on back home? Are we still calling those glorified warehouses in America malls? Because if so, someone owes me an explanation. I'll get to the specifics in a second, so don't start wandering off to the next video about cute cats just yet. Stick with me. And while you're here, feel free to drop a comment below if you think you know why the malls here in Southeast Asia are giving their American counterparts the business. Or if you're one of those rare people who still think America has it figured out, bless your heart. Let's duke it out in the comments section. Now, before I get into why exactly these malls in the Philippines are knocking the socks off anything back in the States, let's take a quick detour to my humble beginnings in Portland, Oregon. Ah, Portland. The land of overpriced coffee, mandatory flannel, and of course sad little malls. Not that Portland's malls are particularly bad, but after living here in the Philippines for a year, I'm convinced that my hometown malls are like the 7th grade version of a prom king. They think they're cool, but they're still stuck in braces and acne, trying to figure out what the hell just happened. See, back in the day, I did what any...
By the way, I feel like the malls over here is a part of the culture. It's a culture thing here to go to the mall. I feel like, yeah, one of the reason being the weather, but yeah.
self-respecting Portlander does. I gave away most of my possessions, packed a single suitcase, and pieced out for greener pastures. And guess what? Life's been a whole lot better on this side of the world. Case in point, these malls I keep rambling about. Walking through a Philippine mall is like stepping into some futuristic utopia where people still value real-life interactions instead of living as soulless Amazon Prime zombies. Just today,
Yeah, that's actually true. I mean, when I was in China, people they prefer to buy stuff online rather than go to the mall. But over here, yeah,
while I was wandering around BGC, the area that seems to be custom designed to make my past life in Portland look like a sad gray smudge, I ran into not one, but 2 subscribers. 2. If that's not a reason for you to subscribe to this channel right now, then I don't know what is. So yeah, if you're one of the 38,000 glorious people already subscribed, you're doing life right. If not, well, the button's right there, my friend. You can be part of the tribe that knows when my latest pearls of wisdom or nonsense get uploaded. Anyway, one of the subscribers I ran into today was from Seattle, Washington. Not too far from Portland, and frankly, not too different either. Lots of rain, a fair bit of beard oil, and of course those sad little malls that wouldn't know a good time if it smacked them upside the head. The other subscriber, Los Angeles, baby. The land of overpriced parking and traffic-induced rage. But these guys, smart, forward-thinking Filipinos who live in the US, they get it. They see the value here in the Philippines, and I can't blame them. It's like finally understanding that you've been watching movies on VHS while everyone else moved on to 4K. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You know what else you can't unsee? The sheer size, variety, and flat-out luxury of these malls here in the Philippines. You walk into any mall in Manila, and it's like stepping into the future, or at the very least, stepping into a place where they actually care about the customer experience. Compare that
for me, I've seen bigger malls in China and stuff like that. But then, one thing amazed me that how many people inside the malls. Like until now, I'm amazed.
to the mall experience back
There's
in
so many people. I mean.
Portland, where half the shops are closed, and the highlight of your day is maybe scoring a free pretzel sample from that one guy at Auntie Anne's who looks like he stopped caring sometime in 2012. Here you've got every brand you can think of, international food courts that'll blow your mind, cinemas that feel like you're stepping into a 5-star hotel, and let's not forget, actual air conditioning. You don't even get that kind of care at some US airports, let alone in the malls. In Portland, the best you can hope
Actually refreshing coming through the mall with the air condition and stuff like that. Because the weather outside is hot, yeah.
for is a mall security guard who doesn't fall asleep mid-shift, and a Target that's still fully stocked. And the people, man, the people. In these malls, you're not just another faceless wallet walking around. There's this sense of community, of vibrancy, that makes you want to stay, to hang out, to actually enjoy your time at the mall. Which is weird, right? Because in the US, the mall is a place where fun goes to die. Unless you're into mindlessly wandering through rows of generic stores selling the same boring stuff you can get online. Here, though, you could spend a whole day at the mall and feel like you've done something with your life. It's practically a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle for sure. And for me, I feel like it's a small village. I feel like always the mall is a small village.
So what's the deal? Why can't US malls be like this? Well, my
Very
friends, I think
lively, very lively.
it boils down to one simple thing. They care here. They really do. They care about the experience, about the little details that make all the difference. They want you to enjoy your time, to have options, to feel like a human being rather than just a consumer. And honestly, until the malls back home figure that out, I'll happily keep walking these bright air-conditioned halls on this side of the Pacific. But let's talk about something that'll hit you as soon as you land here in the Philippines. something you can't escape. It's the humidity. Oh, yeah, that lovely, thick as a wet blanket, unforgiving wall of heat that greets you every
Humidity outside, yeah.
morning like an overenthusiastic golden retriever. You can try to outrun it, but good luck, my friend. It's relentless. Like that one friend who won't stop texting you about their fantasy football team. You know what happens when you live in this kind of humidity?
You have got to adapt. You have got to adapt to it and get used to it for sure.
Day in and day out, you develop a sixth sense. It's like a spidey sense, but instead of detecting danger, it detects air conditioning. And let me tell you, my AC radar is finely tuned. That's why these malls are such a godsend. Here in Bonifacio Global City, or BGC as the cool kids call it, I've got at least a dozen malls within walking distance of my condo. And when I say walking distance, I mean actual walking distance. Not that American kind where walking
Malls are everywhere. For sure, that's true. Everywhere.
distance translates to, oh, it's just a quick 5-minute drive away. These malls aren't just places to buy overpriced jeans or pretend you're interested in some bland department store perfume. No, these places are sanctuaries. Sanctuaries with air conditioning, food courts that'll make you question your life choices, and endless opportunities to just exist. To people watch, to window shop, to avoid the fact that you've sweat through yet another shirt by noon. They're the perfect escape from the fiery depths of the tropical sun and the daily grind. And honestly, aren't we all just looking for a little escape? It's not just about cooling off though. These malls are hubs of activity. There's a mix of people, young and old, wandering around, shopping, eating, catching a movie, or just hanging out with their friends and family. It's a place to be, to exist, to experience life outside your air-conditioned.
He well said it. He well said it. It's a place to be. I mean, mostly in the big cities, like there's nothing to do, yeah, except to go to the malls. It's one of the thing to do, yeah.
Condo or apartment. You see kids making memories, couples on dates, families grabbing a meal together. It's that rare combination of commercialism and community, and it works here. It works really well. And that's when it hits you. Maybe that's what malls are supposed to be. Now, I don't know where in the world you're watching this video from. Maybe you're sitting comfortably in your air-conditioned living room in suburban America, or maybe you're in some dingy office in a country I couldn't pronounce if I tried. But wherever you are, I hope you're happy. I mean, genuinely happy. Not that kind of happy where you've convinced yourself that the 2-week vacation you take every year is enough to sustain your soul. No, I'm talking about that deep down, can't wait to get up in the morning kind of happy. And if you're not there yet, let me ask you something. Why not? Life's too damn short to settle for anything less than what sets your soul on fire. Maybe it's time to mix things up. Step outside that comfort zone. Go where the Holy Spirit or your gut or your wildest daydreams move you. If you've been thinking about trying something new, about shaking up your life and doing the unthinkable, then maybe this is your sign. And hey, if you're not into signs, maybe I'm just the annoying guy on YouTube telling you what you already know deep down. But trust me, once you take that leap, it's hard to go back. It's like
That's true. You have got to go outside your comfort zone and go and visit. Yeah, come to the Philippines, visit. Yeah.
finding that perfect air-conditioned oasis in the middle of a tropical storm. You suddenly wonder why you waited so long to make the move. So back to the big question. Why can't US malls be like the ones here in the Philippines? I've been thinking about it, and I've got a few theories. First, let's talk demographics. Sure, maybe there's something about the mix of people here that makes it all
For me, I don't think it would be the same because of here over here this culture thing, but I don't know.
click. Maybe it's the fact that people here still value in-person experiences over the cold convenience of Amazon Prime. But then again, Amazon has pretty much steamrolled its way through the US, putting malls and mom and pop shops out of business like a wrecking ball with a 48-hour delivery window. So yeah, that could have something to do with it, but I'm not going to pretend I have all the answers. I barely have any answers. I'm just a guy walking around these stunning Philippine malls, enjoying the AC and pondering why the ones back in the States feel like they've given up on life. And this is where I turn to you, my faithful subscribers. I know some of you have strong opinions, some of you have been here, lived here, or are thinking about making the move yourselves. What do you think? Why are US malls looking like they've aged out of the party, while Philippine malls are still the life of it? Drop me a comment below, I'm curious. Maybe you know something I don't. Maybe you've cracked the code. Either way, I want to hear it. And while you're down there typing away, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with a friend who's
Yeah. By the way, why? What do you think about it? What thought do you have about it? By the way, his channel in the details in the description below. Yeah. Go show him some love, guys.